Hey Nash, what should we make?
Let's make a childhood favorite that finally got its life together.
All right, let's make an adult grilled cheese. Welcome back to Chaos Kitchen, where sometimes we like to take childhood favorite recipes and give them questionable adult supervision. Our good friend Polly recently tried the adult or blueberry grilled cheese and said, it's so amazing, Tim, you gotta try it. So we're gonna try it and we're gonna film it so that you can see it, because I like to do some of these viral recipes to show you if they're even worth it or not. So this one is adding sophistication and maturity and taking what I'm guessing is inspiration from like a cheese board where you kind of have some fruit or sweet type stuff and then the richness from the cheese and maybe some other stuff and putting it all together and getting a sophisticated flavor. We're gonna do the standard with the blueberry. We're gonna add a few things, basically make a blueberry compote-ish or something like that. Do some cheeses and then make it like a good classic grilled cheese. So we're just sort of elevating a childhood classic comfort food. And it should be good. I'm cautiously optimistic. So without further ado, let's go. So I don't know if there's an original recipe. I mean, obviously there is. I don't know what it is though. But most of these adult grilled cheese or blueberry grilled cheese sandwiches are like brie and a blueberry compote or jam or spread. I don't honestly know. I know there is a difference. I know it's nuanced and whatever, it doesn't really matter. But I don't have any brie, so we're gonna use some other cheeses and I'm gonna spice mine up a little bit so you can leave this out. But the first thing we are going to do is take a jalapeno, and stay with me here. If you like sweet heat, I think this is gonna be good. But if you don't, then just leave the jalapeno out. But we're gonna take this jalapeno, I'm gonna cut the top off, and then I'm going to, ooh, you know what? I'm gonna get out a little trash plate, and I have this little jalapeno core. It actually works pretty well. So go ahead and just get that in there. I don't mind the spice, but sometimes the rind gives you kind of that bitter flavor. So we're gonna get rid of the seeds and that pithy rind. I think it's a pith, whatever, dude. The white stuff in the middle, get rid of it. Get rid of that. We can throw this away, and then we are just going to take this guy and dice it. And we want to get a pretty fine dice here. Keep cutting and cutting and cutting some more until you have a nice fine dice. And then once you're good to go, nice and fine, boom. Then we can transfer this almost like a little pepper paste we got going on here. And then for our cheese, we have some white cheddar and some Gouda, or Gouda, apparently is how it's properly pronounced.
That may be true, but you sound like a pretentious idiot.
Yeah, we'll stick with Gouda. So we got this little wax thing in here. I'm not entirely sure, but I believe you are supposed to do something like this and then cut down the edge. And then this is supposed to, not as smooth as I was hoping. I thought the edge was supposed to pull off. Oh well, who cares? We're getting rid of it. That's all that matters. There we go. There's our Gouda. Just kidding. We're calling it Gouda. Why are you licking paper, dude?
Don't tell me what I can and can't do.
What is wrong with you?
What's wrong with you?
And then we're just gonna grate our cheeses. So grate the Gouda. Don't forget to pay the cheese tax. And then we grate our cheddar. Apparently you screwed up your taxes and you owe more, so pay more taxes. And there's our cheese. Ta-da! It's the Leaning Tower of Cheesa.
Really, bro?
I know, dude, I know. Glad I grated enough cheese for like 4 sandwiches, and we're only gonna make 1, that's cool. And we set that aside for now. Then with a small to medium pot, I'm making a super small batch. So I'm using the smallest pot I have. But if you want to make a larger batch, you could double, triple, quadruple the recipe. I would go with a slightly larger pot, but it's up to you. So first thing we're gonna do is cook our jalapenos and just get them nice and softened, because they're gonna take longer than the blueberries and stuff to soften and cook. So if you are not including jalapeno, just skip this first step. But I'm gonna melt a little bit of butter in there. Once that's melted, we throw in our jalapenos. Get in there, everybody get in the pool, come on. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. Get those all buttered up. Let me just let these guys cook. Then once your finely diced jalapenos have softened a little bit, we add in a cup of rinsed blueberries, about 2 tablespoons of sugar. You could use honey or even hot honey if you wanted to add some more spice. I have a 1.5 tablespoons of water and a tablespoon of lemon juice. Freshly squeezed from my lemon. Haha, sorry, I had no actual lemons. So we're using that, it'll work. And we just sort of get this all mixed up. Nash has something to say. Get all your liquid mixed up, your sugar and your water and all that good stuff. Apparently there's jalapenos all over my stove now. We'll clean up our stray jalapenos. I'm gonna turn my heat down a little bit. I don't really know what I'm doing. My sister is a great baker, so she makes compotes all the time. So she gave me this recipe. So see some of our, okay, this is, we're doing it right. Some of our blueberries are starting to explode. That's what we want. I'm gonna take this meat masher, potato masher, whatever this thing is. Just sort of, this is supposed to be kind of a chunky spread, so we're not trying to pulverize the blueberries into a smoothie. We just want to, you know, smash some of them, most of them. But we're not trying to create like a paste or a jelly. And now we just let this guy simmer away and we're just cooking it till it thickens up. We'll probably smash some more of these blueberries, but this actually looks pretty good. So now we just want to sort of cook it till it thickens up. If you're low on patience or low on time, you could always thicken it up sort of the cheat code way and just add maybe like a tablespoon, probably not even that, like a teaspoon of cornstarch slurry. Dissolve a little bit of cornstarch in about the same amount of water. You just add that, it'll thicken it up real quick, so you don't have to wait for it to thicken up the old-fashioned way through evaporation. Or if you want to do the really quick way, just buy the blueberry preserves or compote or whatever at the store. I'm assuming you can do that. I don't know. Stuff's pretty good. Not gonna lie. And then when your jam or compote or whatever the heck we're calling this has thickened up quite nicely, reduced quite a bit, and you can see I can drag the spoon across, and it takes quite a while to fill all the way back in. I think we're good here, and your spoon or whatever you're using to mix it looks like you stabbed Grimace or Barney or some sort of purple character.
That's dark, bro, but don't worry, I got rid of the bodies for you.
Then I think we can kill the heat, and we're gonna let this cool for a little bit before we move on to making our sandwich. Then we're gonna take a couple of slices of good sourdough bread, but use whatever bread you like. I'm gonna put some butter on the outside of one of the slices. We'll get to the other slice, but for the sake of not being super messy, we just do one, and we'll do the other one right before we flip it the first time. So let's just get that all buttered up. Some people like to use mayo. You can do mayo, it definitely works. I just think that I think butter just tastes better on a grilled cheese. I think they have their spaces. All right, so that's all buttered. So then we take this over to the stove. Then in a pan on medium-low heat, put our guy down, butter side down. I thought that was obvious, but then we'll put some of our blueberry stuff on here. It actually tastes really good. You don't even really taste the jalapenos with the amount that we put in there. You just get a little bit of sweet heat, and it's really nice. I don't know exactly how much to put on here. I guess it's really just a preference thing. Like enough, but not too much. There we go. Got our little compote deal there. And I'm just gonna take our cheese here. I don't wanna go too crazy with the cheese.
You can never really have too much cheese.
But again, we want enough. Again, it's like it's a preference thing. I know that sounds like a cop-out saying that, but I think it's true. Just get a nice layer there. That looks like more than enough. Probably too much. Probably too much.
Is it really though?
Then we get a nice layer of our stuff on this guy. And then we just put our lid on here. And then we just let it cook. The key to a grilled cheese sandwich is kind of low and slow because otherwise you end up burning the bread before you melt your cheese. So we let it cook. Then we're gonna butter this piece, the top piece. If you use the same if you use the same thing that you use to spread the blueberry stuff on there, then you get a nice purple butter color. You know, that's just part of the magic. And we give this guy a flip. That's looking nice. We got a little, oh yeah, look. And when the grilled cheese, it's kind of like you'll know it when it's done situation. But if you're someone who needs directions, I would say if you're on medium low, probably about 4 minutes per side, something like that. And once this, our guy should be done. I'd say we can give him another like minute on each side. Our cheese is nice and melty. This bread, not bad. I'm gonna do one more flip. Then we'll pull it, and here's our guy. And we'll go ahead and cut him open on a diagonal. There we go, all right. Okay, I'll take that. And there we have our adult grilled cheese, or blueberry grilled cheese. Whatever we're calling it, there it is. And it's time for a bite. Cheers. At first, it may seem a little weird, but this actually really works. It's like a cheese board where you get the fruit and the sweet and the heat and the cheese and the richness. It all just sort of works together. But the sweet from that blueberry compote or whatever the heck it is we just made with the richness of those cheeses. And again, use your favorite cheese. These two cheeses actually work really well. Brie would also work really well. It makes sense. And then you got the crispy bread, and definitely use a good sturdy bread like sourdough or something. I don't think this would work quite as well with like a cheap white bread, but this is good. It definitely qualifies as adult grilled cheese. It's like a more mature grilled cheese with different flavor profiles and fancy words out of 10. And hey, that's what I think, but let's see what Nash thinks. Hey bud, how you doing?
I'm good, man. I found out a group of flamingos is called a flamboyance. They knew exactly what they were doing.
Well, check it out. We made this adult grilled cheese or blueberry grilled cheese that you wanted, that Polly recommended. And of course, we made a dog-friendly version just for you. Well, here you go. What do you think?
Okay, that's ridiculous. It tastes like grilled cheese went to a wine tasting and discovered itself.
Anything you want to say to your fans?
If somebody recommends a song to you, actually listen to it. They probably thought about you when they sent it.
Nash approves, I approve. As far as viral recipes go, this one's definitely worth trying. Pretty easy, and hey, it'd even be good for like a date or your spouse or your significant other or something. Thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate you all. If you enjoyed the video, go hit the like button. And hey, if you want to see some of our other crazy, awesome, delicious videos, go check them out somewhere over here. And just remember, cook more, eat better, embrace the chaos. Until next time, be good and peace.